Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the run, it's Warren. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Pulls it in, it's Warren. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And the Hokies will go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through it.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They want to throw it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line.
Steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's now fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking to throw. Nice grab in traffic. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Near the 6-yard line. Second down coming up.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. And couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they... The ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He wants to change this route. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hockey! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Get another look at this Hokie offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. Do you guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. A new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's McMillan. On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to take off. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Adams. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, Needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game. And finally, something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this. And they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive. But maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll give it to the back. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. To throw, it's McMillan. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Warren. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thurman. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now improvising. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big 10 action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Flanagan. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Got a man. It's Flanagan. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different there in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll run it from the gun. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Warren. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. In the red area, it's Warren. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Houston offense once again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is on its way. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Punts it out of the air.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got the first down himself. What a way to pick up the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Warren. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Caught. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Barrels ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gotta find a completion on this one. Looking to the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown! No time remains, and they can win it with a conversion.
Unbelievable execution down the stretch of this game, taking all the clock, tying this football game an extra point away from sending this crowd home really upset.
They just need to make the point after for victory. And it's good! The extra point is the winner. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.